Do interest rates affect your buying power? They do, and more significantly than you may think. Justin Kolling, a real estate agent at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties, joins us today to explain. Justin, welcome back to North Dakota Today.
Hey, thanks, Lisa.
Okay, this is a fun one to talk about. Let's just start with where interest rates are right now. Is it a good time to buy?
Yeah, honestly, having interest rates probably the lowest they've been in a long time is a really, really good time to think about buying or purchasing a house. I've even seen clients I've been working with maybe 3-4 years ago reaching back out to me wanting to buy because back then when the interest rates are a little bit higher, they weren't comfortable with their monthly payment. Now, with the rates at where they're at, they can actually get into a house that maybe even is about the same amount of rent payment they're doing per month or even lower. It's awesome.
Okay, that is, well, it seems like all good. Are there any challenges that we should be aware of right now when we're talking about where we are with interest rates?
Yep. Some challenges that we're seeing is when a house hits the market, if you are coming in with like a contingent offer, some sellers aren't even entertaining those contingent offers because they have such a big pool of buyers they can pick from. Now, basically what a contingent offer is if you have your house to sell over here and you want to purchase this house over here, well, we got to get this house under contract before we can go look at this one sometimes because, like I said, these guys aren't even entertaining the contingent offers. Now, let's say you're a first-time home buyer. You're going to want to make sure that you have all your ducks in a row. You've talked to your lender, got your pre-approval letter, and if you do see a house that is, in what you want to buy, you got to jump on it. Get out there right away. And it's kind of, I hate saying this, but you might have to make an offer right away and not necessarily think about it.
That's why it's so important to work with someone, like yourself, who can have you ready to go. You just said have your ducks in a row. You don't want to miss out because you're not quite ready. What is different in addition to that from, years past to now when we're talking about the housing market?
Yep. Besides all the COVID stuff we got to deal with for another show, challenges or things that we're seeing different is that I'm actually seeing investors that are usually cash buyers. They'll actually get a 15-year mortgage because the payment's so low that they can actually keep the cash in the bank to either get interest on it or use that cash to update the house to, if they're flipping it to make it more marketable or more appealing to renters. I've also talked to a lot of lenders and they're refinancing houses like crazy. People can refinance their house to pay off debts. They can do it to, knock off some years of their mortgage and even just have a lower monthly payment.
Wow, that's huge. That is more good news. Can you talk a little bit today about buying power?
Yeah, so basically what buying power is how much home you can get with how much money you're willing to put down. Now, with rates as low as they are, buying power actually goes up, and you just gotta kind of look at your own situation. Let's say you're used to going into the office and working from a home or from an office, and you need a home office because you're working from the kitchen table. Well, look at every situation of where you might need to upgrade or just want to get into the buying process. Having the buying power is super, super important at this time.
Okay, so do you have clients come in and say, where is my buying power? And can you kind of help them understand that?
Absolutely. So there should be a graph popping up here. But yeah, so if you take a look at this, I'm going to keep it simple. Let's say you have 20% down and you're looking to be around that $1,500 principal and interest payment per month. If you look to the left there at rates at 4.65, you're going to be around that buying power of about $360,000. Now, if you go to the right, you see the interest rates dropping. You see the house value going up. Well, the cool thing is, let's look at 3% interest rate. At a 3% interest rate, you're looking at a buying power of about $430,000 of a house. That's awesome. That's $60,000 to $70,000 difference in a house you can buy by just using the interest rate. Now, the really basic rule of thumb is for every 1% of interest rate, it's about $30,000 either you can afford it in a house or whatever that might be.
Wow, that is huge. Some huge dollar differences there with the interest rates. It's interesting talking buying power with you. How can people get a hold of you?
Yeah, you can reach out to me via cell phone 701-200-1431, or you can find me on Facebook.
Justin, thank you so much for your time today. An exciting time to be buying a house and working with someone who knows how it all works. Thank you.
Yeah. Yep.
Stay with us. Coming up next here on North Dakota Today. Keeping motivated on your fitness goals right now can be difficult, but we have some words of encouragement, courtesy of Profile by Sanford.